Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and the Lion King trailer dropped a couple hours ago. And this is what I hate about living on the West Coast when it comes to movie trailers. They always like to drop them at like 4 in the morning. You know, I get it. East Coasters, they're awake. They're going to be the first ones to see it. I understand that. But us West Coasters, man, we're asleep, so we don't get to see it right away at the same time. But Lion King is one that I feel is going to be one of the biggest movies of the year. Probably one of the biggest movies of the decade, to be honest with you. This movie is anticipated as hell. I depending on who you talk to, I'll be fair on this one. I don't really feel like Disney is doing anything truly significant with their live action remakes. Like, yeah, the movies exist and they're fun and whatnot, but at the same time, it's also like, could you just do something original? But this is Disney, and they realize that originality doesn't necessarily earn them the most money, and they did just spend 71.3 billion on buying up Fox's stuff. So they are clearly going to be doing everything they can to keep themselves raking in that dough. And this movie is, according to one CNBC analyst, says that this is going to be bigger than Endgame, that this movie is going to outperform Endgame, a movie which pre-ticket sales have already eclipsed Infinity War 5-1. I'm referring to Endgame here. So The Lion King opens up July. It's going to be kind of the last big movie of the summer. Jon Favreau is directing this for Disney, and we bring in apparently state-of-the-art technology to make this thing as photorealistic as humanly possible, therefore really kind of going into the uncanny valley. And we'll have to see if whether or not this is going to end up bringing a lot of people to the table. Now, the original movie came out 25 years ago. It's still beloved. It's one of the best animated films of all time, but can that magic be recreated? Well, to be fair, looking at Beauty and the Beast, it recreated the magic to over $1 billion. I'm sure Aladdin, if it can get past Memorial Day weekend, will do okay. And this one, I think, is definitely going to. I think it's going to be big. I have no idea how big, but it is also coming out at the end of a crowded summer season. And I do like to run on the theory that there is a certain amount, a finite amount of money that goes into the Hollywood system every single year. And I have a feeling that Avengers Endgame, Detective Pikachu, Toy Story 4, and a bunch of other movies are going to come out and potentially take some of the thunder away from The Lion King. But The Lion King will mostly rely on overseas ticket sales. So we'll have to wait and see if it has a big impact there. But look, I don't want to jump into too many of the financials. Let's take a look here at the trailer. I have not seen this yet. I have no idea if this is any good, but hopefully it will be here. So let's see.
Life's
Okay, that looks good.
not fair. Is it, my little friend? While some are born to feast, others spend their lives in the dark. Begging for scraps.
That's Scar? I mean, I know it's Scar, but
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance. While others search for what they can take, a true king searches for what he can give.
Run away, Simba, and never return.
all right, all right.
Place. And the circle of life.
Okay. All right, all right. Okay. All right. So that was definitely let me just Okay, so like this, that scene of them walking and the transition from young to you know, teenage years to adult, a young adult, is again, that's such an iconic shot, and that hit me. That hit that definitely hit me. Oh dear God, that hit me. Okay, so it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really solid. Very interested to see what happens with it next. The CG isn't fully done yet. I'm hoping on Scar. If I can find that shot again. Because the shot of Scar, I feel like this right here, if it wants to, there you go. Like you can see it's not as menacing. He doesn't have the black mane, which I feel if they would have made like his mane black, it would have differentiated him from the other. Unfortunately, that's you know, kind of just where things are with this one. But at the same time, that's gonna put butts in seats right there. I think at a pure spectacle alone is gonna put butts in seats, and it's one of the things I like to kind of talk about when I reference, let's say, Avatar, right? And why Avatar is one of the biggest movies ever. And, well, no, it is the biggest movie ever, but the reason why is more about the experience versus the storytelling. And this movie looks like it's going to be almost, it kind of appears to be almost like a shot for shot thing. Although I did like the brief shot of Zazu, no John Oliver speaking, but then again, you know, you're never going to beat Rowan Atkinson, in my opinion. You're never going to beat Rowan Atkinson because he is the GOAT. But I'll be wanting to see more from that. Rafiki looked great. That, you know, the again, we're coming into uncanny valley territory here. And I'm really surprised that they're not going to focus more on Donald Glover and Beyonce. Beyonce is going to be real kind of front and center for the marketing on this one. I mean, as someone put it to me on a YouTube comment the other day, Beyonce has got 124 million Instagram followers. This movie is going to be like the biggest of all time. And you know what? I never quite considered it until that comment was being made. I still don't think it's going to beat Endgame. I just don't, but I still think it's going to come in. It's going to come in definitely the 1.5 billion range, if not more. And again, that really depends on how much the movie stays true to the original, which even that was kind of a derivative knockoff, which has now been perceived as being an original creation, but still we can look at the similarities. And it's always good to see Shakespeare represented on screen. If you don't know, this is more of a, you know, it's a slight recreation of Hamlet. There's Hamlet themes in this, you know, so it's always kind of good to see that pop up as well, because those themes are timeless and I kind of like them. So yeah, that's The Lion King. That's the trailer. Maybe I'll do a shot for shot thing later on, or you know, break down some screenshots from it, analyze them a little bit better. But I am curious to know your guys' thoughts or your opinions. Let me know down below in the comments. My name is Matt Jarbo. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.